What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I come at you guys with Mastemon. So, because I have been asked to put my Mastemon deck profile back up and say, well, screw the haters, I'm going to potentially take a good portion of the beginning of this video to talk to my haters and to the people who don't understand that Digimon is a card game that you're supposed to have fun with. While everybody does not potentially sit there and build a deck just because someone else builds it, I don't do that on my channel. Sorry, never sorry, because I don't have the time or the intention of wanting to sit here and kiss everyone's ass while also trying to permit just a showcase of what I play and how my deck operates and runs. I kind of can't believe I'm doing this with Digimon, but hell, I've been dealing with that same issue for the last couple of years, so it's nothing new. Hell, I deal with it with Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm going to have to deal with it with Digimon and just put my foot down. Now, at this point in time, I'm going to say this. There is no Mirai from EX6. There's no Mastemon Ace from EX6. Why? Because both of them are very expensive, and if anyone wants to have their say-so on why she's not here, you can either give me the $300 to go ahead and go purchase these cards, and I hope they come within a week, and then I can post a new video, or you can shut your pie hole and be quiet, or choke, or go outside and touch grass. Because someone's financial stability should not be an issue of your own. If you don't like a deck profile, then just don't like it and move on. And I don't want the snarky comments, because I am going to turn off the comment section for this too, and be like, oh, I'm sorry I didn't see your comment, because there was never one to begin with. Because the next time I have someone come into my comment section screaming, well, no offense though, but it doesn't mean that your deck profile is good. Well, neither was your mother, because she didn't swallow, and she had you, and your father should have worn contraceptive. So, there's my 2 minutes of shade, and go fuck yourself. Alright, so with that said and done, I want to go ahead and get into this deck profile, which people were waiting for. So, let's just be also on the basis of this. There is no purple, yellow engine. This engine is basically my engine of whatever cards I have available and whatever cards I wanted to use, because hell yeah, I can do that. And also the fact that I don't like the vaccine engine, because it heavily relies on being a vaccine, where most of our deck in terms of higher level are not all vaccine. They're demon, archangel, fallen angel, and some of them aren't even, they're virus. So that makes an engine of choice. And yeah, remember when I did try to do the vaccine engine and y'all told me it was garbage too? Well, guess what? I guess we're learning from that, right? Just like there's a change there. And then on top of that, Mastemon still has a lot of issues that has still not been addressed. There's no massive removal. We're still sitting here on like 15 different cards that single target. And unfortunately, they aren't strong enough to do what I need them to do, which is to not have to wait till I'm Mordanimon to massively remove cards off the field and then pickpocket things, pick and choose which things are on the field to point and click and have them be removed only for them to show up back up like the next turn. So yeah, it's not skill issue, it's just holy shit, like you really just don't want Mastemon to be a good deck, you just want it to look pretty, which that's fair. You can just look pretty. Alright, so let's go into the deck profile for like the rest of the time we're here. 4 copies of Nyaromon ST10 for rookies. 4 copies of Salamon from BT16 with 4 copies of Salamon from ST10 as well. Moving on from there, I have 4 copies of ST10's Gatomon, 4 copies of EX6's Gatomon, and then 2 copies of BT16's Gatomon, with 2 copies of BT11's Devimon. Moving on from there, we're going into the Ultimates. BT11's Angelmon for a set of 3. EX6's Angelmon with a set of 3. 2 copies of Lady Devimon from BT11, 2 copies of Lady Devimon from EX6, then 2 copies of Lucimon's Fall Down Mode from BT7? No, BT7. Yeah, BT7. Alright. Those are my ultimates. Going into my megas are 4 copies of Mastemon from ST10, and then 2 copies of Ordanimon from BT8. No, BT9. What are we thinking from BT8? Oh, probably a different card. Anyway, going into my tamers, the 3 copies of Mirai from BT11 and the 3 copies of Kamiya from BT8. Then for my option cards, 4 copies of Chaos Degradation from ST10 with 2 copies of Flame Hell Scythe from BT8. Alright, so that is pretty much it for the lineup of the cards that are all together in my deck. So let's go ahead and go into my choices that I made for this. So I'm sticking with Niaromon from a Digitama. When attacking, draw 1 card, this 1 card. Helps you fill up your trash for your card's effects, such as your Mirays being trash, so that you're freely Devimon to pick up. You can pick up some of your Angel, Archangel, Fallen Angels. You can send Lucemon to the trash. You have an array of things that you can easily take advantage of thanks to this Niaromon's ability. I was thinking of maybe playing Demi-Miramon, but that requires me having to run some Digimon as well and stick to a discard strategy, or when this card is deleted type of strategy that it's already been played and done. Alright, then moving from there, we have the Salamons from ST10 and the Salamons from BT16. So BT16 Salamon, I've always said I love this one because of the fact that it's at the start of your main or on play, you can digivolve this Digimon into a Holy Beast or free traded Digimon from your trash by reducing the cost by 1. So this can either hook up either version of Tailmon from your trash at a reduced cost. I do believe the Tailmon from BT16 can digivolve off of a Salamon for a cost of 2, but if it's reduced, then it's a simple cost of 1, which combos well with their unique setup. In addition to that, Salamon's other abilities at all of your security gains -3 KDP, which can also help you out in the long run if you want to run over some things or you want to clear through security to benefit from other effects. Then we have Salamon from ST10. While she doesn't have a base ability of her own, I run this Salamon because of the fact that I can DNA Digivolve from at the end of the turn, and I don't have to rush into the Gatomon to do that. Because remember, you need to have that Gatomon already in play, and she also has to be a part of someone's Digivolution line. So I rather just, if in case I play the other ones, then I can simply just go like that into the Digivolution. So that is it for my basis of those. Then we're going to move on into my champions. So SC10's Tailmon, love her. Great addition to this deck. Reveal top 3 cards of your deck to then add 1 yellow and 1 purple Digimon among them to your hand. Place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. Then, when you would Digivolve into a Fallen Angel or an Archangel, you can reduce the Digivolution cost by 2. This gives you the ability to basically put your Angelmon or your Lady Devimon into play at a cost of 1. Then, at the end of the turn, you can DNA Digivolve into a Digimon with paying the Digivolution requirements. This basically just helps you speed into Mastemon. So she's a definite 4-of, and another 4-of is the Tailmon that's from EX6, which I'm so happy I have 4 of these. So this is the Tailmon that does what the other Tailmon does, but she does it in specifics. On player, when Digivolving, you can add 1 card with the trait of Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel, and then 1 copy of Mirai from your hand to your hand, and the rest go to the bottom of your deck. Now, while this is a great way to flesh out for your Mirai, this is a great way to also flesh out for your Archangel, your Angel, and your Fallen Angel, because that's right, it keeps everything together. Then on top of that, she also has the inheritable of when attacking, when your opponent's Digimon gains -2 KDP, so you can reduce some blockers, and if you combine it well with a lineup of the DP reduction that this deck will give, then you can easily just take out some things as well. Now, with that in tow, moving on to the other Tailmon that I'm running, because that's right, I'm just full of Tailmons today. This is Tailmon from BT16. I don't care for the barrier, and I never will. The reason why I'm running this one is because of its ability. When on player, when Digivolving, I can trash 1 card from my hand to then return one level 6 or lower 2-colored purple or red Digimon from my trash to my hand. So this picks up, this picks up the Telmon from ST10. This picks up the Salamon from BT16. This can also easily pick up Mastemon and have her back into my hand. The only thing this can't pick up is Zordonimon, because Zordonimon is level 7, but just imagine that could be great. But she can also Digivolve off of a Salamon for reduced cost of 2. So not only can she Digivolve off of the Salamon from the structure deck, but she can Digivolve any Salamon for a cost of 2. And if the Salamon have a way to reduce the cost, that's even better, because that will be a reduced cost of just playing it for 1. Now, her inheritable is all of your opponent's security gain minus 3 KDP. That's just another way to clear out the DP situation if needed. And then Devimon, who is only here because, well, I needed a filler for Mastemon's effect, and then if anyone wants to give Russian Retaliation, then why not go for it? Especially because if you can run into something like a blocker or just a Digimon that you don't want on the field, and it doesn't have any protection attached to it, Devimon can easily help you clear that out of the way. So, alright, now we move on into my level 5. So we have both of the Angelmon and Lady Devimon combo from BT11. Lady Devimon pulls the Digimon that is Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel, or a Mirai from your trash to your hand when she's DNA Digivolved. While Angelmon can pull an Angel, Archangel, Fallen Angel from your security and add it to your hand. Then give you a recovery plus 1. The benefits to both of these is basically just to check out for your pieces so that you can DNA Digivolve into your Mastemon. Now the other benefit that they get is if the one of the other gets played, or Mirai, you gain 1 memory. So it's a bit of memory gain. Then there are inheritables, which I think is probably one of the best selling points for both of these and why I love playing them. Lady Devimon's inheritable is that if you control a yellow Digimon in play, all your Digimon with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel gain Retaliation. Meaning that they can take out a Digimon that took them out. Then, for Angelmon, hers is the opposite, in which it gives blocker if you control a purple Digimon to the respective 3 types that Lady Devimon gives support to. So that basically means if Mirai is on the field, not only will she have blocker, but she will also have Retaliation, which gives her even more niche to take out things if need be. It's a great combination of inheritables, especially when you play with Mastemon, who can already bring more cards onto the board. So, with that in tow, I then move on into EX6's Angelmon and Lady Devimon combo, where Lady Devimon can be able to play to delete a Digimon that is level 4 or lower, while Angelmon is able to give a Digimon on your opponent's side of the field a security attack -2. Only thing is, you need Mirai in play for either of these abilities to activate. Now, if Mirai is not on the field, guess what? They're able to put Mirai onto the field. Angelmon puts her on the field from the hand, while Lady Devimon puts her on the field from the trash, without having to pay the memory cost. I do believe you have to have no copy of Mirai to trigger these abilities, which is perfectly fine, because if you're playing either of the Mirais, you can easily just put them onto the board. Now, in addition to that, Lady Devimon's inheritable gives your Angel or 7 Great Demon Lord Scapegoat, which they can just destroy another card if they were to be destroyed. And Angelmon gives Alliance to your Angel or 3 Great Angel Digimon. So you can just suspend someone to give an additional security attack plus whatever DP they have. So it's just a way to get over stuff as well, with some heavy bodies. Alright, then the last of it from there that I'm going to go into is just Lucemon Fall Down mode. This is simply just to be picked up by the effects of Mastemon, so that way you can destroy a level 6 Digimon or lower, or a tamer that your opponent has, because some tamers can be pretty pesky. Now mind you, into that, which is the only ability that I ever use for this Lucemon. I don't use its other ability because I'm not using the Archangel Lucemon. So, with that, next move on to our Megas. And of course, the big one is the girl herself, the boss monster of this deck, and the reason why we're here. The lovely Mastemon. DNA Digivolves from a yellow and purple Digimon that's level 5. When Digivolving, you can place a yellow or purple Digimon in your trash to the top of your security. Then, if you DNA Digivolve, you can check through your security, then place play one of your Digimon from there that's level 5 or lower, that's yellow or purple, without paying the memory cost. Then during all turns when you would play Digimon through an effect, you can delete one Digimon your opponent has this levels equal to or less than the one that was played. So that basically just clears out some spot removal there, while also being able to play some Digimon who can also spot removal. You can also play stuff like your, cards that come into play. They can get Rush or Blitz. This is a large, fair way of things you can easily do thanks to Mastemon and her setup just overall too for the deck. Now I don't have, like I said earlier, there's no Mastemon Aces, but she's really really good too. Just don't have them. Ardanimon, who of course this is a Mastemon deck. This is a deck full of, hold on, you guys can't see her. This is a deck full of DNA Digivolving, so why not have her as well? So Ardanimon can DNA Digivolve off of 2 level 6 Digimon, 1 purple and 1 yellow. When Digivolving, if you DNA Digivolved her, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a level of 6 or higher, and then all Digimon that are level 5 or lower. For each Digimon deleted by this effect, you gain security recovery +1. And then if she were to be deleted, you can send the top card of your security stack to the trash to revive her. So it's a great... So while I don't really care too much for reviving Ardanimon, the main reason to even play Ardanimon is because, like I said earlier, Mastemon does not have a massive removal attachment to her. She only has spot removal. While a lot of decks in the game that I've encountered and even seen through videos of where many of them like to swarm, the issue is that trying to get rid of that field full of things. And Ardanimon technically is the only other option that is the least affordable. If you can't afford things, I guess play Death X or Shine Greymon Bruno. That's up to you. I wasn't gonna play either of those even if I did have the access to them. I just honestly think that there should have been other abilities lower than a level 7 DNA Digivolution to try to do all of that. And still we don't have any of that in access, or would have to add and splash in other colors in order to do such. So from there, those are all of my megas. Then we go on into we move on from Digimon to go into the Tamers. Mirai. Love Mirai. BT11 Mirai is great. At the start of your turn, gain 1 memory. When your Digimon would Digivolve into Angemon or Lady Devimon and you have one or fewer Digimon in play, you can suspend her to then play one of the others from your hand that isn't that Digimon. So you can play a Lady, if you Digivolve into an Angemon or Lady Devimon, you can just play the opposite from your hand by suspending this Tamer and playing it without paying the memory cost. That way it will trigger their abilities, especially the ones that have to have Mirai in play already. Now, the best thing about Mirai is Mirai just automatically is one of the best in terms of being a really good setup supporter for this deck. Now, while the other Mirai is also a great addition, my one issue is that these ladies don't jump your memory to 3. That is why I'm still running Kari, because Kari will jump the memory to 3, and then when cards are added to security, I can easily spend her and then gain a memory. You can play Matt Ishida you can play Yamato or Matt Ishida if you would like to, just so that you can have their abilities. But no, I just prefer playing the Kari because I want the jump up. Oh, and she's affordable. So then keeping that in mind are the last of the cards for the deck, and that's simply Chaos Degradation and Hell Flame Scythe. Or Flame Hell Scythe, sorry. So Flame Hell Scythe is actually here to pick up your Digimon from the trash with 6k DP or less and playing without the memory cost, while also depleting one of your opponent's Digimon's DP by 6k. So if you can get rid of the weenie rushes, go for it. Definitely help out there. And then playing stuff like my Tailmons from the trash, who have their on-play abilities, or even getting your Devimon and getting him into the action. Now the other thing about that really doesn't hinge very much is that the DP has to be 6k or less. And for the majority of it, most of my deck is that till you start DNA Digivolving, or well, just DNA Digivolving in general. Then Chaos Degradation, one of the best spot removal cards in the game because it does not target and it doesn't destroy. It simply just puts them into the security stack and you can deal with those cards later. Love that ability because it definitely helps out with these and can even help you remove cards from the security stack as well. And I was definitely playing for it because I felt like this is a card that I definitely want to see my opponent run into. Or if I have to play it, then screw it, I'll play it and pay off the memory for it. So with that in turns, I think I basically said everything that I needed to say, and I'm still enjoying the purpose of this deck. But shout outs to the people who told me, no, we want to see this deck, go ahead and put it out there so we can enjoy it. And fuck my haters, because fuck you guys, touch grass or choke, whichever one is better for you. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up the video here before I say some more controversial shit. So with that in tow, thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to be informed of when I upload more content to the channel. Socials are in the description box below, and I will catch you guys next time. HPJ, signing out. Take care.